Hey everyone, Hectormania here. Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing another Marvel Legends figure by Hasbro, and this time around it is of a Wolverine brown suit from his small cameo appearance in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. So as we can see here, this is wave 2 of the line. So, for the packaging here, we can see we have the standard stuff where we have the logos, names, and even the age range, and we can see it's for 14 plus. We do get the window display showcasing the figure along with the accessories. On one side here, we get the Marvel Legends logo, we get the name of the character, and we do get a small image of Wolverine. On the other side, once again, we get the names and logos, and we can see the picture again, but this time enlarged. On the back here, we get the same picture, and underneath, we do get the entire wave, and it shows you what we get. And obviously, we do get a bio. So the bio does read, while universe hopping, Deadpool's delighted to find a Wolverine variant who is wearing the classic brown and tan suit until he realized he stepped right in the middle of a brutal face-off with the Hulk. So this is the top and this is the bottom. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it and crack Wolvie open. So, with every figure, I do undo the sellotape so I can just get it out easily on cam. But all you do is just take the flap out like so, and you just pull your figure out of the box. And here it is. So, there is a cardboard insert inside, where we can see we do have this nice colourful drawings with rainbows and clouds and much more. So you can choose to keep the boxes if you want to have these displayed, or if you don't really care for them, you could just chuck it away like so. Here is everything out of the packaging. So what the brown suit Wolverine comes with, we do get the little cowl piece here, which we can see his mask on like so. But I like the fact we do get these little bendy bits which can attach to the neck. We do obviously get the two fisted hands with the claws going extended. And we get two separate extra hands. One being fisted, as you can see here, where we can have the little silver piece where the claws extends. And we can see the yellow little bit for the glove, along with the actual pin. And then same again, but this time around is just a grabbing hand. So both look really good with the pins as well. And then obviously, last but not least, we do get this little separate neck joint which can attach to the figure. And obviously you can display a head onto this as well. Now moving on to the brown suit itself, we can see that this looks really good and has many details on. So starting off with the head sculpt here, we can see we have the yellow and black cowl which wraps around Logan's face. We can see Logan's lips and obviously bits of his cheek of the skin. But I do like the white eyelids on both sides here, and even the nose bit here. The fins look really nicely detailed, and we can see them in black, just like in the movies and comic. Having a look at the brown suit itself, we can see it's made up of brown and tan, and I really do like the lines that have been sculpted into it. And we can see we have this nice pattern effect for the suit's material. Moving down here, we can see we get the red belt, which does have the X-Men logo in black and grey. Looking at the knees themselves, they are tan and brown. And for the actual kneecaps, they are in yellow. The boots themselves do have this nice little curvy bits on the top here, and it's made up of brown and black, and we can see we get these nice leather details like so. Moving to his shoulder bits here, we can see we get the brown little plates on here, which does nicely sit on. We can see we have sleeveless here, so we can see the muscle definition for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. We do get the gauntlet sleeves for the arms, as you can see, which are brown and black. And we can see the adamantium claws on both sides, like so. Here's the bottom of the feet, so we can see the peg holes. Yeah, so overall, this definitely is one hell of a figure, and I'm so glad to have it in my collection. And now I can put it on display with the rest. Alright, so for the articulation, the head can go left and right, but because of this neck piece, it does have a good range, so it can look up about that much and look down that much. It does have a tilt as well, so you can move it side to side. Looking at the arms now, you can fully rotate them around like so. And you can get it to do the T-pose like that. Now, it does have a single joint, sadly, so you can do it just... Oh, no, wait. It does have double joints, which is good. So this one just needs just moving up and down. But you can see double joints. The hands can rotate left and right. And that's about it. For the waist, it can look up that much, but can't really go down. It can go left and right, obviously, and it does have some tilt. For the knees themselves, you can bend them forward that much and bend them back that much. You can see it does have double joints at the knees. The feet can go up and down like so, and it does have rocker, so that's a good thing. And obviously it does have some swivel at the elbow bits here like so. So overall, the articulation to the brown suit is really good, and you can definitely get Wolverine into some iconic displays. And it does sort of have a joint swivel here at the knees, as you can see, like the thighs. Just quickly mention that before finish. But yeah, I am really impressed with the articulation. It is really solid. With the claws, you can actually take them off. Some may be a little bit stiff to get out straight away, but as you can see, these can come off very easily and do not break, which is a great thing. So for example here, if you wanted to have Wolverine displayed without them in, you can. Another feature with this figure is obviously with this neck piece, which you can attach. So all you gotta do is just take this one off. As you can see, it comes off like so, and you're left with the head, which is good because I'm gonna have that on there for safekeeping. And then obviously all you do is just find the right hole and it should go. Okay, I found it. Alright. So it should more or less go in. Okay, got it, I've got it, I think. Okay, I've got it, yeah, good. So that's good. So this is not going to break on me or anything, which is a great stuff. So as you can see, Wolverine now has his new neck piece, and if you're wondering why there is no extra head, and that's because you will have to have the one used with the original yellow suit, unmasked. But with this little neck piece, you can easily attach it onto the base of the figure like so. And then all you do is just pop the gut where Logan's head on, if it wants to go in. Hopefully it'll go in. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Oh, took some little faults, but I got it in the end. But now, with that done, you have now got a real accurate representation of the brown suit Wolverine with the Logan head sculpt where we saw it briefly in the movie. Now let's change up the hands very quickly so they do come out very easily, which is a good thing. I like the fact that these Marvel Legend hands are straightforward in swapping out. So just give me a minute. Here we go. Here's one. And then obviously you just find the right hand for this to go in. So this will go in with that. So let's pop his hand in like so. Here we go. And then you just take the other one, which is just a simple fisted hand, and it just should snap in. Okay, that was a little bit more easier, which is a good. But now you have your other hands with the brown suit, like so. Very quickly, before I get into the size comparisons, I just wanted to show you what the cowl looks like on the back of Logan's neck. So you can see it just rests easily, and thanks to the strap, it just attaches to the neck and it just floats in midair. Now I like having this as the extra accessory piece because now you can create some really good photos as if Logan is pulling his cowl over the head. And now I do understand the frustration with this figure, obviously being with the lack of Hugh Jackman's unmasked head, because you do have to have this from either the civilian Logan or obviously the yellow suit. But if you do have that, there is no issue. But I just want to say I do understand the frustration if you don't have that figure in hand, because then this all you will have is the display is obviously the masked version. But overall, this is definitely what I'm going to be shooting to have displayed with the brown suit. Alrighty, so now it's time to do my favourite part, and that is the size comparisons. So, up first, here is the brand new brown suit Wolverine next to the Star Wars The Black Series Phase 2 Clone Trooper from the Clone Wars, and here they are side by side. So you can see they do scale more or less the same size, which is great, and yeah, they do look nice together. Up next, here is the brown suit Wolverine next to his longtime pain in the ass, Deadpool. So this Deadpool is from the same line, so this is wave 1 of the Deadpool and Wolverine line. And as you can see, these do look really good together, and they are quite the pair, especially on screen. And then finally, here is the brown suit Wolverine next to my channel mascot, and that is the Marvel Legends Spider-Boy. And here they are side by side, and as you can see, he does tower over Spider-Boy by quite the margin. Alright, so I guess that's about wrap things up for my review and unboxing on the brand new Wave 2 of the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine movie figures with the Wolverine brown suit. Now, I would definitely recommend you guys pick this up if you haven't already. It definitely is a great figure to have in your collection, especially if you want to have different variants of Wolverine in his classic costumes. And this is definitely a great representation. They've done a really good job in capturing the brown suit in all the detail and likeness. Now, I do appreciate the fact that we get the option to display Wolverine with the mask or have the unmasked head sculpt from your previous yellow suit Wolverine figure. And especially having the little pulled back cowl, which you can recreate this little demonstration of Logan pulling his mask over the head. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed my review and unboxing today, and stay tuned because I will be reviewing the rest of the figures that are bought with the wave real soon. So, until then, take care.